If you're looking for your next romantasy read, look no further than Slinger by Schneider. I read this book after listening to what Emmy reads' vlog when she read this, and she highly recommends this book. It's incredibly fast-paced. This book follows a girl named Bryn who is a part of the Aloha people, and she is a part of the guard who gets to visit every couple of years at the Kenta market. And they get to come to the market every single year to stock up on supplies and also stock up on a lot of resources that they need. But unfortunately, some chaos ensues because of certain things that happen, and she gets in trouble and they have to unfortunately flee for their lives. And this causes sort of like a rift between the Kenta people and the Aloha people. Aloha people live underwater, and they were exiled to live on the water because of some disagreement that happened hundreds of years ago. And unfortunately, because of the fact that they caused some chaos, one of the guards who live in Kenta ends up coming to pay a visit to Bryn, and he ends up getting jailed, and she ends up finding a connection with him. There's a fast-paced story. It's not that hard to follow along. The world building is not that heavy. It's very much like Kings and Queens, and the magic system is not that hard to follow as well. And through this stranger that ends up visiting her on the Aloha Island, she ends up finding out some stuff about her past that she didn't find out before because she was an orphan. A lot of the Aloha people ended up taking care of her, and one of the generals ends up adopting her, and she falls in love with the general's son, and she ends up taking a journey on self-discovery. And the twist at the end of this book left my jaw dropping. I did not expect that whatsoever. There was no amount of foreshadowing that I saw, at least, and I'm pretty good at guessing stuff that happens in romantasy. That's kind of like the curse about reading a bunch of romantasy fantasy books, that you know what happens. But this one was so shocking. If you guys want a fast read that is fast-paced, and this was a great palate cleanser for me because I was reading a lot of high fantasy, dark romantasy books, and so this was great in between those, and I highly recommend.